इस वीडियो में हम डाईहाइब्रिड क्रॉस, जिसको सेकंड लॉ ऑफ मेंडल भी कहते हैं, लॉ ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंट असॉर्टमेंट भी कहते हैं और इसको इनहेरिटेंस ऑफ टू ट्रेट्स भी कहते हैं। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। डाईहाइब्रिड क्रॉस किसको कहते हैं? अ क्रॉस बिटवीन टू पेरेंट्स व्हिच आर डिफरेंट फ्रॉम वन अनदर with respect to two characters is known as dihybrid cross. In this cross, the Mendel takes two traits simultaneously. That's why this is also known as inheritance of two traits, or this is known as a second law of Mendel's. And it can be defined as when two pair of allele for contrasting traits are brought together in a cross, they stay together and they assort independently at the time of gamete formation. This is known as law of independent assortment. So dihybrid cross, a cross done to study inheritance of two characters or four contrasting traits at a time. As I know that, as I defined, dihybrid cross is a cross between two parents which are different from one another with two characters is known as dihybrid cross. So Mendel performed dihybrid cross to know the only interaction among the characters during the inheritance. So Mendel never performed all possible 21 dihybrid crosses of 7 characters. So two characters of modern pea plants which is studied by the Mendel, seed shape in which the round is dominant and wrinkle is recessive, while seed color in which yellow color is dominant over the green color. So green color is recessive and yellow color is dominant. So parent round yellow is crossed with wrinkled green. So these are a parental, or we can say that these are the phenotype, while capital double R and capital double Y, small double R and small y, these are known as the genotypes or diploid organism. When meiosis are takes place, when spermatogenesis and oogenesis are takes place, so capital R and Y and small r and y, these gametes, sperm and eggs are produced, and by the process of fertilizations they combine with one another to produce the organism in which one capital R small r, one capital Y, one small y. It produced and its phenotype is round yellow, but it is known as hybrid. And this hybrid is produced by crossing round yellow with wrinkled greens. And these two parents are different with one another with respect to these two traits, color of the seeds and shape of the seeds. So the first generation which is produced round yellow and it is hybrid. It is not similar to their parents. So all the seeds which is produced or all the offspring which is produced in F1 generation, they have round and yellow. For F2 generation, we have to selfing of F1 with F1, or we can say that for selfing for F2 generation, we cross F1 with F1, as you clearly see in the pictures. So F1 cross F1, then gametes are takes place. As I told that law of independent assortment is known as when two pairs of allele for contrasting traits are brought together in a cross. So they stay together and they separate at the time of gamete formation. Within the F2 generation, when gametes means spermatogenesis and oogenesis, when they are takes place, so four different types of male as well as female gametes are produced. Here you can see that capital R may have a chance to combine with capital Y and capital R may chance to combine with small y. In similar way, small r have a chance to combine with capital Y and small r have a chance to combine with a small y. So four different types of sperm as well as four different types of eggs are produced. So you can see when these eggs and sperms independently they combine with one another, so they produced 16 different types of offsprings. And now we will come go to the result. For example, here you can see that ry is the capital R and capital Y is the sperm which is combined with capital R and capital Y. So it produced capital double R and capital double Y. In the same case, up to the last 16 number of offsprings are produced. So if we see the diagram, so you can see that round yellow in which one capital R and one capital Y is present. So the phenotype of the offspring will be round and yellow. And the total number of round yellow offspring which is produced in dihybrid cross is 9. and when one or capital is present, so and no capital Y is present, so this phenotype of the offspring is known as round green, and it is a 3. While when no capital R and one capital Y is present, then the offspring or the phenotype have wrinkled yellow, and it is produced 3. While when no capital R and no capital Y is present, on all of them they are recessive, so it produces wrinkled greens. So 16 number of offspring produced, and you clearly see in the pictures that round yellow their number is 9, round green is 3, wrinkled yellow 3, and wrinkled green 1. Now we'll go to explain the genotypic ratio. In dihybrid cross, in genotype, if both pairs are homozygous, 1 times. If one pair is homozygous and other is heterozygous, it will be 2 times. And if both pairs are heterozygous, then it will be known as 4 times. So you can see that here, when both pairs are homozygous, so it is 1 time. When one pair is homozygous and the other is heterozygous, it is 2 times. And when both pairs are heterozygous, it is 4 times. So we can say that the phenotypic ratio is 9 ratio 3 ratio 3 ratio 1, while pargenotypic ratio is 1 ratio 2 ratio 2 ratio 4 ratio 1 ratio 2 ratio 1 ratio 2 ratio 1. So it is also equal to 16 numbers. So the types of phenotypes, 2 is equal to n is equal to 2 power 2 is equal to 4, and 3n is equal to 3 power 2 is equal to 9, and 4 so we can say the number of zygote 4n is equal to 4 power 2 is equal to 16. So law of independent assortment, as I have defined it, that when two pair of alleles for contrasting traits are brought together in a cross, they stay together and they assort independently from one another's. This law is known as law of independent assortment. It is also known as second law of Mendel, or it is also known as second law of inheritance, or dihybrid cross, or inheritance of two traits. So it is based on a two generation of dihybrid cross. When two or more character inherited simultaneously, then inheritance of one character independent from other character, and one character inherited just like a monohybrid pattern. So law of independent assortment, dihybrid, because when two monohybrid is crossed, it is converted into in dihybrid. So character seed shape round is dominant over wrinkled, in seed color in which yellow color is dominant over green. So round yellow is 9, round green is 3, wrinkled yellow is 3, and wrinkled green is 1. So 16 number of offsprings are produced, and the genotypic ratio is 1 ratio 2 ratio 1 ratio 2 ratio 4 ratio 2 ratio 1 ratio 2 ratio 1 is produced. Yes. The number of chromosomes in a parent cell by Hop to produce 4 reproductive cells called gametes. In human, diploid cell contain 46 chromosomes with 23 chromosomes inherited from the mother and a second similar sets of 23 chromosomes inherited from the father. So pair of similar chromosomes are called homologous chromosomes. During meiosis, the pair of homologous chromosomes are divided in half to form haploid cell, and this separation or assortment of homologous chromosome is random. This means that all of the maternal chromosome will not be separated into one cell, while all the parental chromosomes are separated into another. Instead, after meiosis occurs, one haploid cell contains a mixture of genes from the organism mother and father. So that's why we can say that the law of independent assortment, the that when two pair of alleles for contrasting traits are brought together in a cross, they stay together and they separate at the time of gamete formation. So you can see here in the diagram that 4 different types of gametes, their characters or their genes are separated independently from one another, and 4 different types of gametes are produced. So when 4 different types of sperm as well as 4 different types of eggs are produced, when they are combined with one another, it produces 16 offspring. So this law is known as law of independent assortment. If you like the video, please share, subscribe and watch. Thank you.